Hello, everyone, and welcome back. We're back again. Storm here.
Mom here.
Kimmy here.
Maui here. He's all
Oh
snuggles.
boy,
Are you
stretchy
ready for
good.
The Walking Dead?
We sure are.
Yes,
We're
in the
ready
mood
to
for
rock
it.
and
Oh,
roll.
yeah.
You'll ever
So,
be.
we're on episode 4. I will not say the title name. We are watching on Netflix. So we're very early on in the show. So we were discussing last time about you didn't like Ed. He was kind of a jerk.
Yes,
Yeah, he was like a
is
deadbeat
jerk.
husband
Yes.
and just abusive verbally, just
To
making
Carol.
his wife work, even in these conditions, these catastrophic conditions. You're with strangers really in this camp and you're still being
That's right.
abusive to her, not doing anything. And
I know.
I
you can just see
there.
she just is so, you can just see the many years of despair in her, and she still ran to him after he got beat up by Shane. I mean, he deserved it, but
Yeah, I got upset.
still ran right to him.
Yeah.
So she's taking care of him. It's going to go right back to it. But
Oh boy, that's not good. No.
And here, Shane and Lori are fighting, or at least Lori wants to keep her distance.
Yes.
yeah, and she
For
cleared the
reasons of
air.
pride.
She says, "You lied to me. You told me Rick was dad, and he's not dad.
That's right.
And
It's not.
I mean, how could you do that to me? And don't take my son, anywhere without my permission."
yeah.
And
Yeah, and one big thing too, I don't think we really discussed it much last time, was how did you feel about the reunion when Rick actually showed up to the camp?
I thought it was really good. I
did
thought
too. I thought you were
I
shocked.
liked it where Lori and Shane really didn't look at each other like she was all on
That's
him
right.
and just absorbed with the
I was happy
family.
about that.
Shane looked very, he looked sad. He was happy about it, but he didn't look at Lori. I didn't see any interaction.
No,
And Lori, looking at, in between, Rick being in between them, and they're like, oh, I don't know. Oh, well, it was nice while it lasted or something, but there was nothing like that I saw.
Yeah. I think
That's
Shane, because
So it was genuine.
yeah, I think he was happy to see his friend alive and relieved.
Hmm.
But yeah, like it was like a quick exchange, or we didn't see much of an exchange. I think we saw shocked faces on both of them, but other than that, like
I think they were just shocked,
Yeah,
but I don't
no,
think
definitely.
it was like anything to do with their relationship. I think they were
No.
just shocked,
Shocked.
but she was genuinely thrilled.
Oh,
I mean, in the
yes.
tent, and getting the wedding pictures out and old photos, and
Well, that's
just
good.
immersed with him. Nothing with Shane, so that was good.
are you good and comfy now?
Yeah.
So when I first saw this episode or last episode, I was so surprised to see that, because I thought it was going to take at least the whole first season for them to meet up, because I just thought that was going to be the whole goal. But they met up within the 3rd episode, so I was like, oh my god, this is so cool.
see.
And yeah, so it really shocked me, made me happy that they met up. And
Yeah, I didn't think it was going to
Mhm.
take too long because I knew they were in contact with them, like kind of sort of with the radio.
Mhm.
And then we knew Andrea and her little sister were connected. And then I said, okay, well, she
Sooner
went
than
down
later.
to Atlanta, so it wasn't going to be too
They're
far
going
away.
back to the camp.
Yeah.
So
So shall we
Yeah.
get into this episode then?
Yes.
let's do
I
that.
love it. I'm in snuggle mode with Maui.
He's so
He's
cute.
ready. He's purring so loud. I don't know if the microphone can pick it up, but he's just so happy. We're watching on Netflix today. 104.
Don't tell me there's some in the water.
I love fishing.
But in my day, it was all about getting the hook seated. They were fishing for the dinner table.
Not us. We always threw them back. The minute you went off to college, it was my ass in that boat, and he taught me dry lures from day one. This was not behavior developed over time,
You think he did it for us?
because he knew we were so different.
All right, remember his rule. No crying in the boat. Scares the fish. I think that was more for Dad than the fish.
It's insanely like pretty, just the teal, so contrast of it is so sharp.
Is he taking up?
Oh, yes.
And then there's that.
Yes. Oh.
Lend a hand?
Oh, look at it.
Not in his backpack.
Oh, my goodness.
And Glenn's like, he can't even say anything because he's afraid of him. He just keeps
Yep.
thinking, I got a hand
Yeah.
in my
Oh,
back.
wow.
Jim? You okay?
Oh, look at it.
Ow!
Look at that fish.
Ladies? I don't want to alarm anyone, but we may have a bit of a problem.
Maybe he was bit and he's just getting weird. That shovel guy.
Oh, right.
Oh, the pilot's on. Cauterizing.
Skin.
Oh, he burned the
Cauterizing
end of
stone.
his,
No, yes.
yeah. Burned the end of his arm.
You left the building? Why the hell would he do that? Why wouldn't he? He's out there alone as far as he knows. I'm gonna go get him.
Daryl, wait.
Hands off me! You can't stop me!
I don't blame you. He's family. I get that. I went through hell to find mine.
He's so upset about something.
Hey, Jim? What, you heading to China?
Bearing
Jim,
grapes.
what?
Doesn't matter. I'm not hurting anyone.
Yeah, except maybe yourself. It's 100 degrees today.
Just tell me what it's about. Why don't you just go ahead and give me that shovel?
Or what?
On top of the shovel.
There is no or what. I'm asking you. I'm coming to you and I'm asking you, please. Just give me the... Jim!
Oh, I knew about the shovel. I didn't know.
Jim?
He just wants to get his activations out on it.
They came out of nowhere. There are dozens of them.
Oh,
Just pulled them right out of my hand.
While Daryl waits here in the alley, I run up the street, grab the bag.
But you got us elsewhere?
You and T-Dog, right? You've been in this alley here. What'd you do before all this?
Delivered pizzas?
He's got logistics down.
yeah, that's right. Oh,
There she goes.
uh,
Oh no! Daryl's right there! He's right there!
Whoa, don't shoot me!
Oh, god damn. And it's heavy.
Oh, here they
It's
come.
heavy.
No,
Oh no!
no,
The guy in the blazer.
Ben.
Stuff the freaking newspaper in his mouth.
Come on.
Oh no! There's more people. Oh, it's another
come on.
group.
Oh,
The walkers are gonna come. Oh, right in the butt. Good. Get him in the butt too. Oh, son of a
no.
gun.
Oh, my gosh. Whoa.
Oh, watch out for your hands.
Yes.
Hold it onto the chain.
Oh.
Grab the hat.
Have.
He misses his family.
And pour some on my head.
I don't like him tied up though. If they come to
Sorry if I
get
scared your
them.
boy, your little girl. Something I dreamt last night.
People died.
Your dad was in it. You were too. You were worried about him.
You wanna see what happened to the last guy that pissed me off? Start with the feet this time.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, that was a good tactic.
Yeah.
I would freaking put a bandana around that guy's mouth.
The ass, just so you know.
See, he knows this place like the back of his hand. These other two guys don't. It could be a trap.
My people got attacked. Where's the compensation for their pain and suffering? More to the point, where's
You
my
guys
bag
came
of
to
guns?
them.
Guns.
Are they behind him? Oh goodness.
Oh, no.
Poor kid.
Glenn. Oh, come on.
Whew.
As if life isn't bad already.
Guns worth more than gold.
Calling G a liar?
You part of this? You wanna hold on to your teeth?
Leroy.
I was nobody to Clan, just some idiots stuck in a tank. There's nothing keeping you two here. You should get out. Head back to camp.
And tell your family what?
Yes. Oh my God, they're all over.
I see my guns. I'm gonna chop up your boy. I'm gonna feed him to my
Oh,
dogs.
you son of a
He's
gun.
the evilest, nastiest, man-eating bitches you ever saw. I picked him up from Satan at a yard sale.
Oh, just punch him. Okay. Wow, he's calling us bluff. Oh, it's
wow.
Go back with the
his
others.
grandmother.
Ma'am.
Felipe's a good boy. He had his trouble, but he pulled himself together. We need him here. The Asian boy. He's with Mr. Gilbert.
Yeah, she's gonna say,
give you.
honey, go get him.
She's holding his hand.
Look at that.
How can you
See?
not hold her
Grandma.
hand? She's so cute.
Look at her.
Abuela, por favor.
Is it a nursing home? They managed not to get in there, huh?
Thought you were being eaten by dogs, man.
Are those his mean dogs?
Don't worry with you. Protect the food, the medicine.
Oh, they're really sweet
These people,
guys.
the old ones.
Oh, yeah.
The staff took off. Just left from here to die.
Oh,
Oh.
Custodian.
you didn't leave
I
them.
see. Wow.
They see how things are and most decide to stay. It's a good thing, too. We need the muscle.
Yeah.
The people we've encountered. it's just
Guess the world changed.
No. It's the same as it ever was. Most can't even get to the bathroom by themselves, so that's just a dream. Still, it keeps the crew busy.
Where the hell's our van?
You left it right there. Who would take it?
Merle.
Ah.
He's gonna be taking some vengeance back to camp.
You don't give a gift unwrapped.
Deep breath.
Get leaves or something.
Yeah, leaves.
Find something here.
There's no hard feelings.
There's not. I do understand.
Oh, I hope so. I don't know.
Boy.
Join him with the rest.
Sure.
Hey. Would you stay here? Keep your daddy company.
Okay.
God, I have to jog all the way back. With
Yeah,
all
fast,
those
because they know
weapons.
Merle's on the way.
Where are you going? I have to pee.
Hey,
Either she's peeing or it's a walker.
Oh, yeah. She's pretty probably peeing.
what I say?
Oh my God, not
No,
her!
she got him.
Not
No, she
her!
got him. No, she got him.
Oh,
she got him. Oh my God.
No, not that guy.
Oh,
Oh, we eating
no,
her.
she got it too.
Oh, eating her alive. My God, they're taking like half the camp. Ew, don't eat Ed.
That's
Oh,
a good
good.
shot.
Thank God. Reinforcements. Holy smoke. Come on, Daryl. Get him.
Then they got the extra guns now. Oh, poor girl. Oh. Oh.
She's going to say, shoot me. Oh, jeez. Those are everything.
I remember my dream now.
This.
That's crazy.
Oh, because of all the death.
Oh,
That was so sad.
He knows the future.
God,
Stick with that
is
guy.
so sad. Oh my God.
that's so creepy.
Oh God.
Man, and no sign of Merle.
No.
No. So,
Oh,
surprising.
Man, they lost half the camp there.
Yes. Oh, that was scary.
It shows you that no matter where you are, you can't let your guard down because
That's for sure. Yes.
anything could happen, especially in an apocalypse. I mean, they already
And they
had
were
that one
quiet.
walker. They were quiet, yeah.
And they're very quiet. Yeah.
You got to have
Yes.
guards all the time.
Yeah. So, what'd you guys think?
Whoa, that was
Well,
really-
they're really the other group that we met, which we thought were bad guys. It seemed like they were bad guys. I mean, one guy was calling for his buddies to come and get our guys.
That's
They
right,
seemed
we
bad,
thought-
but they had guards outside their perimeter.
That's right,
They
yeah.
knew when people were coming. And our guys, they had a fish fry. One guy sleeping in his tent. You know, they didn't
right, yeah.
have it always
Unguarded.
guarded
Yeah.
in the camp. So that's one lesson they've got to learn, that they've got to have people on
Guarding.
guard all the time.
Yes.
You can't let your guard down.
On all
Yeah.
sides too. You just can't have one side or something.
Yeah.
That's a really good observation too, because you have very smart people in this group, but this whole apocalypse is new to everyone, and they're just surviving, and you learn along the way. So perimeter,
right.
I think, is a huge thing. You should have at least a few people going around and
Definitely.
just checking all the time. Especially, what was it, last episode with the deer, and the zombie was
And the-
eating the deer, and one of
That's
them
right.
commented saying, "Oh, they never come up this far."
Yeah, see, they did.
So I'm
Right,
like,
never
oh,
say never.
Yeah.
make you think,
Yeah,
but
so
again, they're all new to it, so how shocking. Like, they're actually having a peaceful
Yeah.
moment, eating, happy that they could have full bellies, eating fish, and surprise, like,
That's
it's
right,
never
right,
safe.
Right.
Mhm.
Even Carol
Right.
taking her daughter from Ed and just saying, you know, she wants to join in. She doesn't want to, you know, she doesn't want to be with you. She
Thank
wants to
goodness she
join
wasn't
in.
with Rick.
Thank God, yeah, because
Yes.
they would have
Wow.
lost her too.
Mhm. I know this is messed up because no one deserves to die in that way, but when Ed got bit, I was like, ha ha, because
Goes
I was
around,
just,
comes around, but
yeah, I
no,
was so
that's
mad at him
horrible.
since
Yeah,
last
yeah.
episode.
I
and-
was,
Oh,
I was
God.
too. I was very mad at him. He just, you know,
Yeah.
he's just so used to abusing his family, especially his
Right.
wife.
Mhm.
Excuse me, and to keep going forward now that you're living in this commune of sorts. You know, you're just living all together. You can't keep doing your wicked ways. You're going to get
Yeah,
caught
that's
on
right.
it, and
Mhm.
people are going to hold you accountable for it.
Yeah.
And he didn't like that, and he's just, you know, pulling a pout, and he wants to do a timeout, and he wants to draw his family into him.
Yeah.
And
I'm glad Carol
well,
told the daughter to go. With
yeah,
her, you know, I'm so glad that happened.
Yeah, she was a bit
Our
stern
boys in
there,
one.
and she stuck to it, but she also looked
Yeah.
away like she was afraid,
Yeah, I
testing
know,
the
but-
waters
Yeah.
kind of
Yeah.
thing. But no, she did. She really did stick by her
Yeah,
word. She's like,
God.
no, she wants to join in the festivities or whatever. And
Mhm.
and he
Yeah.
actually said, fine, whatever. So at that part, like when he grabbed Sophia, the child's arm like that, I was like, ooh,
Yeah.
that's really aggressive to kind of snatch your kid like
Yeah.
that. And we already know how he is, so I was kind of like, ooh, he's not a nice
yeah.
guy at
He's
all.
trying to be
Nice,
more.
yeah.
Yeah,
He
he's
even
trying to
abuses
be.
his child.
Yeah,
most likely.
he's going to go right
Yeah.
back to his
My
wicked ways.
choice, yeah.
Yeah. So it seems like we lost a lot of people, and I mean, Amy,
There were
that
a
was
lot of walkers there. There were a
yeah, I was
lot. There must
surprised.
have been, what, 20?
So much.
a lot of them
Oh,
at
wow.
night. Like, that's
Man.
more terrifying because you can't see as well,
That's right,
and they
yeah.
kind of sneak up on you because they don't really yell or anything. Like they kind of
they're
rah,
right there.
but it's not
Yeah.
super loud. They don't scream
Yeah, they
or
just
anything.
they
It's
just
Yeah.
know what they know, and they just go where they hear food.
Oh, sure.
Hear humans.
Yeah, so how
Oh
did they
my
even know
gosh.
to seek them out, or did
scent
they
it.
just stumble
Yeah.
across them by accident? Did
Smell
they
it.
smell them from afar? Some noise they were probably making. Maybe it started off as one walker, kind of like, ooh, stimulated because he heard a noise or
Yeah,
something.
they
He went
just
that
keep
way.
walking
Maybe,
and
yeah,
walking.
yeah.
That's what they do.
They love to
They
walk,
keep
those
going.
walkers.
They keep going. They keep going.
So, were you weirded out by Jim when he was digging all those holes? Like, what did you think that was about?
I thought he was.
Rhetorical, but-
I thought he was getting wigged out, and he's just letting his aggressions out, digging holes, making graves for the inevitable.
Yeah, and that's what's looking.
I thought he was making graves for inevitable, not for something he would foresee in the
Yeah.
future, but just he's just thinking we're all going to die, and it's no. I might as well just do
probably,
it
yeah.
now, so we don't have to worry about it later or something.
Yeah.
And he's getting
And
his
his
aggression
family.
out
Yes, his
in
family.
his own quiet way, and he
Yeah,
just
just
felt
guilt.
I just got to do this. I have to do something. There's nothing else to do.
Yeah,
And
jeez.
that's it. But I did see that, you know, there was a part of me saying, oh no, I don't know if he's really, you know, if he's really calmed down. But you can tell he was very calm, and he was okay.
Yeah.
He just didn't know why he was doing it, and
Yeah.
he was truthful until the attack.
What happened?
Yeah, so how freaky is that he's like, I dreamt this. It's kind of like signs, you know?
Yes,
Yeah,
So I'm like,
him.
you have more stuff going on than just walkers. It's like, oh, wow, well, he can see the future. But sometimes, like, it's fun to interpret dreams, too, because, like, what do they always mean? And not always, but they could be random. And sometimes we overthink it like it means more than they actually do, or maybe they do mean more. And sometimes it's just a mix of different thoughts that you already have in your head that kind of mix together to make something else up. Or maybe you're seeing something, or someone's warning you, whoever that someone may be, you know, warning you.
But to act on it for hours at a time, not taking breaks, being obsessive about it, you know, I think there's a deeper connection in this instance that he felt he had to do it for this.
Yeah. And it's crazy, too, because we're seeing different, you know, reactions to the apocalypse. Everyone's so different in this group because they were just random people that ended up together surviving. And everyone's going to be so different. So to see this one guy digging graves, and we didn't know at first, like he was just digging random holes and forgot why he was doing it all day deliriously and refuses to stop. Like, it was kind of creepy. Like, it was scary. Like, you start thinking the worst. Like, is this guy sick? Like, is he going to go and turn on us? Like, who knows? So for them to start asking questions, and how Shane is, like...
I'm so glad about Shane going over and talking to him.
Yeah, and he's really questioning, like, Jim is questioning, well, what makes you decide, like, why are you in charge? Like, you're not the law around here, kind of thing. And I can see Jim's point of view, too, but I think at this point that Shane is trying to keep the peace, and everyone's weirded out by it. So everyone approached there. It wasn't just Shane by himself, like... you know, telling the rules, saying, well, this is how things got to be. Like, it was a group concern. The only weird thing is, I know, actually, you know, I take that back, because I was going to say they shouldn't have the kids there while they're confronting this guy, but at the same time, you never know,
really
danger could be around the corner, that you always have to keep your kids close because you don't know.
Right,
yeah, it's a whole new ball game. The kids, unfortunately, they've seen gory scenes. They've seen their family members die. They've seen friends die from these freaking zombies. They need to hear it because this is reality. And they might be the leaders of their own, you know, group of people someday. And they have to hear of every scenario. You're going to have people that snap, and you don't know if it's going to be, you know, really, really, you have to go right on defense mode, or you just have to quell it. You know, okay, I'm going to tie you up for a little while, put you on a timeout. But you have to be careful for him, too, because they could have gotten him. You know, they could have even gotten Rick and Glenn and the other guys, you know, en route coming up to the camp.
They had to jog all the way back. Like, they are so determined. They're survivors. They knew they had to. They had no choice. And
plus, they had Merle. They were probably thinking, oh, my God, Merle's going bonkers right now up there.
Yeah. So we're just assuming that Merle took their car or their vehicle. So I'm assuming.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And we're still assuming that Merle's gone. He could have been somewhere else in that building, but I mean, Daryl knows his brother. He's like, no, this is it. And it looks, you know, the trail led right out that window, you know.
You saw the blood going down
his arm. Yeah,
like, how tough are you to actually, like, do those things, because you don't have a choice. You want to survive, like, you find ways to do it. And it was pretty smart, too. Oh, God, using the stove for that. Oh, my God.
Daryl wanted to keep
he doesn't die from infection or zombie bites.
That was creepy.
Again, you never know what you're going to do until it happens, especially in dire situations like this. But when Daryl kept his hand, I'm like, why? It's not like you can, like, tape it back.
Glenn, he's like, oh, do you have
you can't keep
I need a piece of my brother still, but I'm like, I wouldn't want to take that.
It's going to start smelling and everything else.
I know, like, I like when he pulled it out of the backpack. It was, like, all purple now. Like, we're starting to see it starting to rot or whatever. And I'm like, oh, my God. So you were very surprised by the other group that were in the nursing home.
Yes, very surprised.
I was. You know, when the leader came out, when he came out, he was all well dressed. I was wondering, wow, they must have really a good setup wherever they are. They must be in an apartment or something. They must have a good setup. For them to be that brave to come out, they're very secure that, you know, there's no walkers around. So they have a large area, I was thinking. And they had a lot of guys. And it looked bad. I mean,
it sure did.
They, you know, they stereotyped our group, and we stereotyped them like they were thugs. They just wanted their guns. And that's what they said. I just want your gun. But when you look at it deeper, it's like, oh my God, I can't
Yeah,
blame
that's right.
Rick for giving them a couple, some
Oh,
guns.
yeah,
I mean,
they were all
they're
those-
defending the defenseless.
Yeah, sure
These
they are.
elderly people were
They're
left there
awesome.
to die.
Mhm.
Even the staff left.
They
I
were
mean,
so
So
good to them.
what heroes those guys
Yes,
are.
they are.
that shows big heart because not
Yeah,
only are they
huge.
helping
Like
people,
Grandma.
but they're helping people who can't help back.
Yes.
Like they're just
That's
doing
right.
a
They're
kind thing
defenseless.
to help
Oh,
these
sure,
older
that was so
people
good.
who are at the end of their lives, and a lot of them probably can't remember a lot of things. They need medications.
Oh,
Some
yeah.
can't move a lot, and they care so much. And I think that's so sweet to actually stay there. I mean, it seems like a good setup right now, and it seems like it's just amazing that they'll stay there
Yes.
just to take care of them, and they care
Well,
that
thank-
much.
Yeah, and they're big, tough guys. You
Oh,
would think
sure.
they'd be like, "Ugh, we can just take this over, but they just take care of them, and it behooves
Yeah.
them to stay there too because it's just a safe spot.
Yeah.
Thank goodness the grandmother
Ooh.
first came out and saw them.
Oh,
and
that
said,
was
"Go
perfect.
for
How
it."
sweet.
And they went back
No.
in. Yeah, that was so cute.
Very lucky in how that turned out, and
Yeah, it
I
was.
agree with Rick
Like, that was for
because
her.
he was so upset, and I can understand they had to defend their own too and act tough. But for them to call the bluff, and that one guy's like, I'm not gonna give him to you. I'm gonna chop him up for my dogs. He's gonna get eaten alive or whatever.
My three
And he's
meat.
being all tough. Like, it's funny
Yeah,
now,
that's
but
right.
Rick,
Yeah,
because
that's
of him
right.
saying those things, they were ready to just like sacrifice themselves and kill as many as they
Yes.
could in that
Yeah.
moment.
That's
And
right.
that could have
Yes,
gone
see?
so wrong because he's trying to act tough. Like, there's certain points, but
That's right.
when you know to make that call too, because anything could turn sideways. So here, like, he said the wrong thing. He made a stupid choice. Rick let him know. So at least they learned, and it ended up being okay. They learned
That's
from
right.
it.
Yeah,
That's
big
good.
time
Don't
because
make
it could have
bluffs like
went really bad,
Yes.
really
Yeah.
fast.
That's right.
Because the fact that Rick pushed that kid towards them in faith, like, okay, I want my guy back, automatically tells me, okay, well, I don't think they mean any harm because they are giving trust to show that here's your guy, please give us back our guy. And just hopefully they'll leave.
Yeah.
But either way, they're all at gunpoint. So I think that's the most peaceful thing to do. So anyways, I'm glad Grandma came out and saved the day. That was really
Yeah,
good.
thank God for Grandma.
And
And it's hard for us not to judge them because they put Glenn, they
Oh,
taped
that's right.
him, they put him up on the top, threatening to push him over. I mean,
Yes.
how could we not feel like,
Oh, no.
right now,
Yeah.
just go get him,
And again,
Yeah.
we're seeing both sides too, because like,
Yes,
we're
that's
following Rick, Daryl, Glenn, and
Uh-huh.
so here Daryl's like beating up on that kid, and they probably just see that, and so grab Glenn. So no one really
and how
knows what's
can you-
going on.
You're threatening you're going to cut his feet off?
Yeah, and if we
Oh
didn't
my
really
goodness.
know Rick, not that we know the group so much right now, but following Rick, like we see him, and he seems like a good guy, and so we're kind of going on faith with him that and just kind of relating ourselves to that group that we're like, well, we know they're good, but through the other group's eyes, they're like, well, you just took one of our own, or beaten one of our own when they were trying to grab the guns. So it's just interesting to see a different perspective.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, and did you
Yes,
see the
it is.
vicious dogs?
Oh, I know, they were so cute. I love it. The little puppies, and they were taking care of puppies, which is great too.
Yeah.
So I heard you say, Kim, that, oh God, not only do we have zombies, but now we have to worry about the people.
It's true.
Yes.
You have to worry about other people. Everyone is desperate. And
Mm-hmm.
everybody,
Sure.
not everyone has a little bit of everything. Some people need weapons, some people need food, some people need whatever
that's
supplies
terrible.
they need to survive. And they're going to do whatever they can to get it, whether
Yeah,
they
to
have to
survive.
fight, the few humans that are left in their
Yeah.
perimeter.
Yeah.
They're going to do it.
Or the walkers.
I mean, I hope for the best, because first watching this show or any kind of apocalypse type movie or show, like, you always hope good people survive. And if you're fighting your way out, only the extreme people survive usually, right? So extreme meaning what? Like people who are very brave, just fit, just know how to battle or something. And you might have
Not
a mix of very
necessarily.
extreme people.
You might,
Yeah, I
like
know.
Glenn, he was a pizza delivery guy.
Yeah.
That's
He
right.
had a great plan. It seemed like a great plan until it was.
Yeah.
But I mean, they did get the guns. The plan worked out okay.
Yeah.
But everyone has to work together, no matter what
Right.
walk of life you are from. Ha ha ha. No matter where you come
Welcome.
from,
Like-
everyone has something to contribute.
That's
Like the
right.
girls fishing and everything.
Oh, that was
What a
good.
story too that they
Oh,
shared.
so-
I know, and
Sisters,
she was
yeah,
going to show
no.
Carl how to fish, so
Oh,
now Andrew's
that's
going to
so
have to do it.
sad.
And talking
Andrew
about
never
their
gave her a
dad.
present. Yeah.
I know, and never was able to give her the necklace, and that was really
Yeah,
sad.
that's
I mean,
yeah.
here we're hearing about their dad, and it's a nice, peaceful day, and they're fishing alone and able to bond a bit and talk about their times with dad, and actually living those good memories. And even though I guess the father was stern, like he was very adamant in how to fish, and he was so different just to accommodate them because he knew their personalities and what they enjoyed the most. And that was emotional to hear too, because again, we're hearing all these stories. Everyone has a story, a horrific, sad story, because everyone lost people. Whether a lot or not that many, but everyone lost people, and that's huge. So
Definitely, it's really
just
sad.
to really
yeah.
relive it and try to make it a good memory, and then you get upset because you only hope for the best. I mean, hopefully their parents are alive in Florida, but it seems grim, right? Like they don't seem to. I mean, they don't know, but I mean, it took over this area. So I mean, I would hope that everyone else is surviving in their own way. But I don't want to lose faith in that.
I want to know what happened.
I know. Will we ever find out? Stay tuned for next time. Scratch my head. I don't know. This episode was called Vatos. And I did hear T-Dog say that. And Vatos, I think, means person or something, because he called the kid that at one point, because the kid kept insulting. I don't know if that's why he said it, but he kept insulting our group and calling them like slang terms and stuff. He kept calling like Daryl hillbilly. I don't think Vatos is a bad thing though. I think it means just like person or guy or something.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So interesting title.
All right.
Wow.
Yeah. So anything you guys like to add?
Well, I'm glad the group is back.
Me
Our
too.
group, the small group, is back to camp. They have some guns, but half the group is gone now. I wonder who did survive. I know the fish fry guy survived.
Fish fry.
Yes, right.
I really want fish now.
Dale's better survive. Dale's alive. I like that guy.
Yeah.
I have to be
But
careful what I
it's
say.
going to be really sad that, you know, when daylight comes, to see all the carnage and all those walkers. And I was confused that she was touching her sister. Andrea was touching her sister. I know it's not walker blood, but is she okay now touching the blood? I know Daryl takes the arrows out of the walkers and he reuses them, but I was just wondering if she was going to get sick too.
Good question. Yeah, I won't answer anything, but you know, I think it's a good question to ask, because there are a lot of questions.
Is the sister going to turn into a zombie? Are they going to have to shoot her?
I'm trying not to spoil anything with What If too, because watching that and comparing certain things with that, the recent one that we saw with zombies. Because in that way, I'm kind of like, but I don't know. I guess we'll find out.
Oh boy.
Yes, we will.
I hope the sister doesn't turn into be a zombie.
That was
Just
so
the thought of
emotional
it.
to see her
Yeah.
face. Like she, like great actress. I mean, just to see it on her face, like you're almost like in denial, shock. Like no way. Like I really just felt her in that moment. I felt so terrible.
Oh gosh.
Bye, Amy, and bye everyone else. Not really Ed, but I feel bad. No one deserves to die like that.
Bye,
So,
Ed. See you later.
Thank you guys so much for watching. Can't wait to watch more. You can check out the next episode early on our Patreon. Love you guys. Thank you so much for the support on Patreon. It means so much to us, and it really helps us keep creating. And we'll see you very soon, as always. Bye, guys.
Bye. Give us a like. Subscribe.